Welcome into TFW Live. It's the best kept secret in fantasy football, where we keep that week one feeling going all year long. This is episode 345. We're going to be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals facing off against the Cleveland Browns. Happy Halloween. We've got a fantasy football Halloween watch party for you all right now. So we're going to root for the game, have a little fun, get a little crazy, snap into a Slim Jim. I'm Big Travie. I'm joined here by our producer extraordinaire, Donnie Tubbs, a.k.a. Donflict, a.k.a. he's got like the Miami Vice Jalen Waddle thing going on. You're looking good, dude. I like it.
Yeah, man. Dolphins fan for Halloween.
Yeah, that is a little scary these days. So it's very
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. Well, a big welcome to you, Donnie. A big welcome to Whisper Nation in the chat. We've got Don, we've got Lady V, we've got Gus Ramos in the chat. Love our people. We will be getting to all your fantasy football goodness. Let us know in the chat what you need tonight, who you're rooting for, what you're dressed up as, your favorite Halloween candy, all the good stuff. And, of course, we got a lot of gratitude for our members on YouTube who support the show through a monthly subscription. And, of course, as always, we're going to shout them out in no particular order right here on the show. And we have Gus Ramos, Pizza Belly, Don Caples, Bailey Ziegler, Kevin Davey, Nick, Brett Zavo, John Credit, Eric Lorenzen, Donnie Tubbs, Jersey J, and The Hanimal. If you would like to join our growing list of YouTube members, click join next to the video right now. And as Donnie's showing you right there, at the end of this episode, we are going to be giving away a signed David Njoku helmet. Unfortunately, we thought we timed this perfectly, Donnie. He would be playing tonight.
That's
but
true.
He has an ankle and he's out, but he should be back. 2 to 5 weeks was the timeline. But you can have that helmet before by going to patreon.com/thefantasywhispers and signing up. You got about an hour, I'd say, hour and a half to sign up before we give this thing away.
It could be you.
So, yeah, get over there and win that thing, man. You love fantasy football. You want to be part of a community where you know you belong. It's absolutely free to hit that subscribe button right now. Help us grow the channel, become part of Whisper Nation, and continue getting our daily content over here on YouTube. So hit that. Let us know where you're streaming from. We'll shout you out on the show. Donnie, week 8, almost in the books. We got this game tonight, of course, between the Bengals and the Browns. But what is your big takeaway so far from some of Sunday, maybe even Thursday's action?
Oh, man, let's talk about my Dolphins real fast, man. The number 1 wide receiver and number 5 wide receiver in fantasy football points per game for full point PPR. Tyreek Hill, number 1. Jalen Waddle, number 5 throughout the whole season. Just this week, Tyreek Hill had 31.5 points. He was the 3rd most, and Jalen Waddle had 30.6 points. He was the 4th most. They're just killing it. I know you love it, Travie. I know you have a lot of investment in Tua and Waddle.
Yeah, and I'm just a big fan of Mike McDaniel as well, what he's been able to do to scheme up that team. I know that there was some ugliness there with the Tua concussion. Hopefully he's back fully healthy and this team can start rocking and rolling. But what we saw was them play the Lions. Now, they're not going to get the Lions every week, but this is a recipe for success when you have guys like Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. You mentioned them being their fantasy stuff, just as receiving yards. They have the most receiving yards for any duo in NFL history through the first 8 weeks. So right now we are literally watching history. And I was a little optimistic on Tua. I know that not coming in after he had the big game against the Ravens, I blew all that wob on him. And I got kind of laughed at a little bit, and that's fine. I think the big thing for me was always this potential could be here. If you want to be optimistic about a team where all he has to do is hit these crossers to Jalen Waddle or Tyreek and they can house it. But he's even getting lucky on these underthrown deep balls that Tyreek he's such a good ball tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. My big takeaway here, and I know this ends up being like a Seahawks show because you're on it here, but I cannot apologize enough to Pete Carroll. I kind of grew up in high school rooting for Pete Carroll and the USC Trojans. And I'll tell you right now, I kind of shat on Pete Carroll, disrespected him after the Russell Wilson stuff. And all offseason, I struggled to see how this offense could be any good. I struggled to be any optimistic about it. I'll tell you right now, man, I sent you a press conference video earlier of Pete talking about how much fun this is and how all the doubters. I owe Pete and Seahawk and the Seahawk Nation, the 12th man, a big apology, man. That team is it's hitting on all cylinders. It's team ball. It looks like everybody they drafted are absolute studs from the line.
At least 5 rookies killing
to the defense. Tariq Woolen. Somebody was asking if Sauce Gardner was the best corner in the NFL rookie corner, and I was like, man, Tariq Woolen's got something to say. He entered the chat. So I just am sorry about that, but I think it's a big up here for Seattle. We're gonna have it's gonna be interesting, that rematch, Seattle-San Francisco. I bet you're marking that one on your calendar there, Don.
Oh yeah, that's another person I was going to talk about too. Is that McCaffrey had 1 touchdown throw, 1 touchdown reception, and 1 rushing touchdown. Like, he went off. He makes that offense look even better. It's gonna be a great rematch, and yeah, we'll see who comes up top for NFC West.
Absolutely. Speaking of the top, Don was here at the top calling us slackers for being 1 minute late. Sorry, Don. Sweet and salty. We'll all we can do is look in the mirror and reflect and be better. And as Macho Man says, the cream always rises to the top. So we'll get a little bit better with that. Don't worry. I was thinking about doing the entire show in a Macho Man accent, and I realized I would lose my voice and not be able to do any other show this week. Gus Ramos saying, what's up, guys? Happy Halloween. As to you, Gus, as well. Got Joe Burrow going off today, but week 8 is in the books for me. 7-1. Congratulations, Gus. And see, look, Gus is a YouTube member. He's a member over on Patreon. He's 7-1. Coincidence? I think not. I think you're rocking with the right people. Lady V in the chat.
Coincidences.
That's right. What's going on, everybody? Don't have a good day. Have a great day. Yes, absolutely. Going to take my daughter, 2.5 years old, to score some candy. Got to get her a Vegeta capsule core costume.
That's
not
awesome.
I'm not a big Dragon Ball.
I love Dragon Ball.
Well, there you go. Yeah, there you go. And Albert saying, what's going on, everybody? Let us know what you need in the chat, what you're up to tonight as well. And Donnie, we're going to jump into some props because, as we usually do, we are filling out an underdog bet slip, whether it's Pick'em or Rivals. It's not only best ball that you can make money with on underdog. You got the player prop bets, you got the pick'ems, we got rival bet slips. You can do this Sunday, Monday, Thursday, as we're going to do tonight. All you got to do is go to Underdog Fantasy or download the app from the App Store and use the promo code TFW for up to $100 in match deposit money. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code TFW for up to $100 in matched money. So, Donnie, without further ado, let's do it, brother.
What do we think?
Let me just ask you this first. How do you think this game's going to go?
Oh, man. I think this division always plays each other tough, whether it's shootouts or it's a 10-7 game. I'm going to be on the hopeful side, just like I was on Thursday. I'm hoping for a fantastic fantasy football game. This week was crazy with scoring. I was going to list all the running backs that had great games, wide receivers that had great games. My sister in our family league scored.
You showed me that
60 points.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. People score like 90, and she got 250. Like, oh my god!
Just a regular PPR league
with a little like you get 0.25 for first down. It's kind of similar to the listener league.
Okay.
All right. Super flex as well.
All right. Okay, so what we have here is the prop bets here over on Underdog. As we said, use the promo code TFW for up to $100 in matched money. For me, I'm with you. I almost think that this game, maybe not a shootout, but could be like a boxing match where we get a blow for blow here. I think if the Browns are smart, they're going to lean on Chubb. They're going to lean on Cooper, right? Those are their two weapons that they really trust. Maybe even Kareem Hunt, a little bit of action there since he's not inactive, even with all the rumors swirling around him maybe getting traded by tomorrow's deadline. But what do you think about Joe Burrow, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon, not Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, some of these guys that are available on the offensive side for the Bengals?
Man, I'm trying not to be biased here. I need T. Higgins to get 9 points in PPR to win all 8 of my leagues. So I'm hoping for at least that.
All right. Well, I think, hold on. What's his what is T. Higgins fantasy points at? Do they give us that? 15.05 in half point PPR.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. All right. He's got
the yards I kind of like, but I don't know about anything else.
Okay. Do you want to, are you really confident in that, or do you want to look at some
other stuff? I don't know. Let's look at other stuff first.
Okay.
We'll see.
Because 70 is a lot. 70 or almost 80 is a lot.
Yep.
What were you saying? Sorry.
it's hard to be non-biased when you're looking at these things. So I'm just trying to look over the
Hey, I'm with you. I got Higgins just about everywhere. So
okay. All right.
I'd be down to like kind of ride the Higgins wave. It's supposed to be
fun to watch.
It's what we drafted Higgins for, no offense to Jamar Chase. We want them both on the field, but Higgins had this kind of backdoor, this exit, if you will. If Chase were to get injured, he becomes this kind of elite option. So I'm down to go with him on the 80 yards. Right. I think it's something we could have a lot of fun rooting for.
I like it. We were talking off the air about Mixkin, and we really like him in this game. And we were talking about the receptions. Do you still feel pretty good about that?
Yeah, I mean, it is a little risky. How many times has he hit that? You were talking, I think
he hit over it, I think, like half the season. But when he went under, it was for 3. So he's been really close.
So let's take a look here.
Let's see. All season, he's had 7, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3.
Yeah, so he's hit it. Yeah, he's only hit it the 3 out of 6 times. So 50%.
All the other times he had 3.
But so I think we actually do go with it because the line of thinking is without Chase, he should get more screens or stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
So let's get him in there. All right, so we've kind of got our studs over there for Cincinnati. Do we want to take a look at Cleveland based on – did you buy a lot of what I was saying there with it should be Chubb, it should be Amari Cooper?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I really like this guy right here, too. Give me all the information you know about Mitchell Wilcox. I would love to hear.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, perfect. All right. So we'll fade that for
that's
now.
All. Yeah, that's all I got. I mean, I'd love to hit the under, but it's a 1.5 receiving yards. What kind of under and over is that? I have no idea who that guy is. I do like that Evan McPherson.
Yeah, me too. We did talk about this a little bit as well. He's one of the best kickers in the league. I would put him top 3 kickers in the league.
Yeah, and if they are going to play each other tough, you imagine they're going to kick a couple of field goals. Yeah.
We tentatively lock it in for now.
Yeah.
All right, what are you thinking on Chubb?
So Chubb's got 7.5 receiving yards, 96.5 total yards. Yeah, that touchdown's an interesting one.
Touchdown's nice. I try to push that Fournette one.
Yeah. Are you feeling as confident in this as you are with the Fournette one? Because the other one I wanted to look at was the over on his rushing and receiving.
Let's see, bring him up. I want to see how he's done against the Bengals in the past, so I'm going to look at that real fast.
Okay. So what we have here is the options. We've got 16.85 fantasy points over or under, 7.5 receiving yards, 96.5 for rushing and receiving, or we can do the 87.5 rushing on its own, or the half of a rushing touchdown. Hope that he gets in there. I mean, he has pretty much had either 100 yards or a touchdown, I believe, in like pretty much all the games.
Yeah, over 100, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. The other times he had 91, 87, and 56. He's not scored a touchdown only twice this season. 2 of the last 3 games against Cincinnati, he's had 2 touchdowns 2 times, and then 0 the 3rd time.
All right, so I'm kind of more confident in the rushing yards, to be honest, just based on the way he's running this year, right? Like even the one that he was low, it was like at 87, right? So like
exactly, yeah.
I think we're kind of good on that one.
I like it.
Any action? Does Kareem Hunt scare you off with all these trade rumors?
He scares me so much, man. Like,
at
first they're like, we're not trading you at all, and then all this last week they're like, all right, 4th round pick. He's up in the air, and it's 24 hours. Roquan Smith was just traded.
Do the Rams just not have a 4th round pick? I'd have been all over that if I'm the Rams.
Oh man, I don't know. They trade everything. I don't know what they have.
Them picks, bro.
Yeah, for real. For real. I do kind of like the Amari Cooper receptions over the yard. I don't know. They both kind of intrigue me.
Let's see. What do we have for Amari Cooper's receptions so far? Cooper he's had 3, 9, 7, 1, 7, 4, 3. So he's got to get 5, and he's only hit that 3 out of 6 times. A couple of the other times he had 4 and 3. It's so funny. Sleeper's got his hook at 4 or his line at 4.5 too.
Oh yeah, they're chatting to each other.
What do you know about? Because I know Eli Apple's out, but who's the other corner over there for the Bengals?
Awuzie is a better talent than Eli Apple, I think.
And he'll probably be on Cooper.
Seahawk, Trey Flowers. They have a rookie second round. No, their second round pick rookie has been injured, so I don't know if he's playing or not. I don't know. I love the receptions and the yards, but just in my mind,
is the yardage better? Because he's hit 74, 76, 101, 101, 44. Like, do we maybe go the yardage for him? Or do we like okay, I think we've got to slip here for the optimal game.
Okay.
And then we go with like maybe the yardage there, and then we kind of look at another.
Yeah, you're thinking maybe interception for Brissett. Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe. Maybe.
So you want to lock this in?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do this one.
Perfect.
So that's a 20 times multiplier there.
Yes, sir.
That one should rock and roll with us. And remember, if you use the promo code TFW, they will match your money up to $100. You get free money to just play with underdogs money. So that's awesome.
All right, it's locked in.
All right, so we got that one rocking and rolling here. How about we take a look over at those rivals?
Oh, yeah. We like the rivals. We like them a lot.
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Anything popping out here to you, Donnie?
Man. This one's so gross. I love Samaje Perine, Boomer Sooner, but him versus Michael Thomas for reception.
Yeah, I have no idea what the usage is going to be there. A couple of nobodies. Passing yards, is that rushing yards?
It's passing yard. The first one's rushing yards plus 3.5.
Has Brissett even ever put up any decent? I'm just curious what kind of offense we're going to get tonight now that Chase is out. Because, I mean, this Bengals offense has been humming. So the line for Brissett is around 221. The line for Burrow,
266.
Yeah, 267.
Pretty close. So that 46.5 extra yards is a little bit nice.
Yeah.
But Burrow last week he had over 400 yards.
I know that's my thing. Is like
third.
I almost like the Burrow side to be like Burrow, but maybe it is that slugfest. It's not a game. I mean, the Browns are at home.
The passing intensity is pretty nice, I think.
Okay. So we've got 42, 37, 35 the last few weeks for Burrow. Brissett. Let's see. I think
Yeah, he had attempts 27, 45, 34, 35. They're more than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
Last week was only 27.
I mean, I guess it's just a question of the Bengals are favored. They're favored by 3.5. Do we think that, Brissett and the boys are going to have to throw a little bit more? Because then I kind of like maybe we move on a little bit.
Move on for now. Let's we'll let it simmer.
Simmer it down.
Simmer it down.
So this is an even line here. So rushing and receiving, Nick Chubb versus Joe Mixon.
Ooh,
and what could get and what could get Chubb in trouble here is that Mixon is involved in the receiving game. So, and he's kind of like on pace for career high in targets and catches. So, what are we thinking here?
We did say Chubb for rushing yards in the other bet slip, right? So
yeah.
I don't know. I love them both this game. It's hard.
Mixon, I mean, I think the Bengals defense a little bit better, but it is Nick Chubb. Like
exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm down to just go Chubb here. I think, leaning in.
Right or other.
Yeah. I think that's a good call. So we've got T. Higgins and Amari Cooper. You got more faith in T. Higgins or Amari Cooper? We just get the half receptions.
I think Higgins is going to be getting a lot more receptions than Cooper personally. I think I like that.
I'm good with that. Play. Yeah, let's do that. That's good. Let's see, Amari Cooper and Tyler Boyd. I don't think we can do that one.
No more Amari
Cooper. So DPJ and Hayden Hurst, and this is receiving yards. Man, I don't know. I kind of like the DPJ side of that.
Yeah? Is he their number 2 option right now? Has he been?
I mean, he will be because Njoku's out.
That's true.
That's why I kind of like it. But then Hayden Hurst also been getting a lot more work. What's up with the kickers here? Field goals made.
You want to lean into
just ride into kick Fearson? I'm down. Let's do it.
Do that?
Yeah.
All right. Any others look good for you to add?
I think this is a good one to lock in. We'll see.
3 rivals?
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Awesome.
Brother.
Yeah, brother. All right. We could go back to maybe the pick'em and then just see if there's anything, or the higher or lowers, and see if there's anything.
Undertaker.
Go a little Undertaker with it. Go a little see if I can Undertaker with it.
Oh yeah. That face, man. We need to put our faces into those things.
I know, the reface was so good. To zoom in. All right. I think the interception on Brissett was one we liked. Definitely down to go grab that one. If we weren't as big of fans of Kareem Hunt, see, this is what I have a question. What do you think the Browns are more likely to do? If they're looking to trade him, are they more likely to use him tonight? Or
the only way they would do that, or reason they would do that, I think, would be to raise the price from a 4th-round pick. But I think he's been around a while. People know what he's about. You know, he had his issues in the past, but since then, he's just been a great talent.
What about the under on the rushing and the receiving?
I kind of like it.
Okay.
It does scare me because his usage, I mean, they could use him, but if we're riding the trade train.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they kind of spare him, go heavy Chubb.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and especially his usage lately has been just absolutely dog shit.
Yeah.
So maybe we just ride that wave.
Were you thinking the lower
we've got
Mr. Wilcox?
I don't know who that guy is, so yeah, maybe.
Right.
He's gonna get like one pass for like 3
he gets
yards.
The first reception of the game.
Oh my god, dude! I don't know who that guy is.
I do a lot. I have an Excel sheet every single draft for the last 10 years, and I don't even know who Mitchell Wilcox is.
Is he a rookie?
I have no idea.
It's like an 18-year vet just sitting there on the bench for the Bengals. I have no idea who that guy is. No effing clue. Okay. We've got 3 in here. Anything else, or should we lock in this under? This is a little nasty.
Let's see. The P-Rine's interesting. He's always hit or miss, you know?
Yeah. Let me see what we've got here. And we like a big mix-in game. So maybe we think problem is he's been used. So what's it? Does he have a rushing line? 10.5?
What's the stuff been lately? Have you checked?
So he's at 0, 5, 17, 0, 47, 2, and 4. I kind of like the under on that.
Under for rushing yards?
Yeah.
Make it extra dirty?
Yeah.
I like it.
It's our Undertaker bet slip.
Hell yeah.
Kind of like this because it doesn't, it doesn't really interfere with the other 2 we've made. So why don't we just recap those ones for Whisper Nation here on what we've created here?
All right. Do I go to live?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
There we go. All
so
right.
We got the 4 for 50 here.
All right, this is our Undertaker slip.
We just made this one. So Mitchell Wilcox, absolute nobody. He's got to get less than 2 less than 2 receiving yards. Weird. Let's see. Kareem Hunt, we've got the lower of the 40. Is that 48, right?
48.5, yeah.
Yeah, so that's nice. Samaje Perine under the 10.5 rushing yards. And Jacoby Brissett, higher than half a pick here.
Yeah.
So he should throw a pick. We like that.
Which one of these scare you the most?
Kareem Hunt. I mean, he's the best player on here, right? So like,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Kareem Hunt's the one that's definitely the spookiest, right? On this spooky evening. But I think
I do want to ask the chat. You asked earlier everyone's favorite candy. I want to know the Whisper Nation's favorite Halloween bad guy, like Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers.
Yeah. The villain, Halloween villain.
Yeah, Halloween villain. Who's your favorite?
Drop it in the chat. Mine is my favorite villain is the guy you play against in your league who starts somebody that gets a 0 and still beats you.
That's me to my brother Jacob. He literally doesn't check his lineup any week, and I lost to him.
Wins all the time. Yeah.
It was great.
Awesome. That's the villain that nobody wants to see.
100%. All right, here's the rival line right here. We got Nick Chubb over for rushing and receiving for Joe Mixon.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. It's scary. It's gonna be a big battle.
Mm-hmm.
We have Amari Cooper and T. Higgins. We have over for the reception for Higgins. We're hoping not only as T. Higgins owners, we're just hoping as football fans to see Joe Burrow just throw the ball 1,000,000 times to T. Higgins.
Absolutely. $1 million.
And lastly, we have the kicker, Evan McPherson versus Cade York. I like this. I was high on Cade York after he had 2 good weeks in a row in fantasy football, and I hate kickers in fantasy football. If Whisper Nation has seen me talk about kickers, I hate them so much. And I picked him up, and then he just was horrible, and I dropped him, and so I hate him to this point.
Yeah, I was in on Cade York too, and then it kind of never happened. The one that is your guys' kicker, man, Myers.
Myers is killing it.
Yeah, Myers has been killing it for the Seahawks. I picked him up, and I was like, I had Butker on the bench, and I'm like kind of wondering if I just drop Butker and keep rocking with Myers. But Myers been great. So is that the final? That was the final slip there, right?
Yeah, we have 3 rivals. Yep.
Yeah.
And then these are the
Big Daddy.
The cheer for. Yeah.
Yes, this is the hoping we get a good game tonight. Bet slip. And we've got the higher on Nick Chubb's rushing yards at 87.5. Tigger. Tiggins, baby. It's kind of fitting. They are the Bengals. Higher on the 70. Is that 9.5? Yeah, 79.5 receiving yards. Higher on Joe Mixon's receptions with 3.5. Evan McPherson's going to make 2 field goals easy, And then we've got Amari Cooper here on the 56.5 receiving yards.
I like these, man,
as well. I do too. I think this is a good. Feeling lucky tonight. I'm feeling like we got this. It's Halloween. Some crazy stuff is going to happen as they're showing these masked people on the stream right now.
Right now, are we? Are they wearing the white uniforms? I was really hoping the Bengals.
I haven't seen the Bengals yet. I just tuned in over here, so that would be interesting. Because now, I mean, both these teams kind of fit the color scheme for Halloween. Like they both got the orange going on, so it's going to be interesting to see what they wear tonight. And kudos to the NFL. I mean, they did a terrible job on the Amazon stuff, but on the Amazon games. But Halloween to have the Browns versus the Bengals, I think that's pretty good.
Yep.
So, who you got tonight? You got the Bengals tonight. They are favored by 3.5, or what are you thinking?
Oh man, as a football fan, one of my best buddies I've known for I'm old. How long ago was 9th grade of 2004? That many years, 18 years. He's a big Bengals fan, and so we've always rooted for Bengals and Seahawks. We'd go watch the games together. So I've always rooted for the Bengals. They've always been like top 3 team for me.
Nice. Okay.
And Burrow's fantastic.
Burrow's fun. Yeah. Their whole team is just really a talented unit. I like to root for sure. Unless I'm playing against them in fantasy. But
yes. Are you going against, or do you need anyone?
So I'm pretty much out of it in the listener in the league. I think it's 16. I think I need Joe Burrow. I think I need Higgins to outscore Burrow by like 16 points. So I don't think it's going to happen. You'd need like multiple rushing jet sweep touchdowns.
It's plausible. It could happen.
It could happen. It's not going to. I don't have pretty much anything else. I can't have Tyler Boyd get over, I think it's 27 points in PPR, so he's got to have kind of a calm day.
I mean, that's hard to do, but again, it's plausible.
Yeah, but I mean, in PPR, things could get nasty real quick. You know how that goes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as you said with your sister's lineup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm up in the listener league. I'm up 197 to 113, and he has Hayden Hurst. Man, it could happen.
What? Wait. So how much is it?
I'm up 197 to 113.
Oh yeah, that's. I was like, oh,
Hayden
good
Hurst,
happen.
90 points.
Yeah, it's not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, I think all I have is the T. Higgins line.
Whisper Nation, rocking with us, watching the game. Maybe some of you are out trick-or-treating, taking the kids trick-or-treating, wishing you all the safety and fun and delicious candy on Halloween. You have like a favorite Halloween costume that you've had, Donnie, that you've worn?
Oh man, well the reason I'm with my fiance was because on my Hinge profile, my main picture was my Peter Pan costume.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and my buddy was the same buddy who's a Bengal fan. He was on the floor in the shadow of Peter Pan. So
I just saw
in the hero pose. Yeah,
that's cool, man. Yeah.
What about you?
Favorite, man, that's tough, man. I've had a lot of really good ones. I'd have to think about it. Let me think about that a little bit. Scott asking here about the giveaway. We are going to give the giveaway right about halftime. As soon as halftime hits, we'll do the giveaway, sign off.
The wheel.
We'll spin the wheel of names. So make sure if you're not signed up, now what are we giving away? Donnie's got it right here. It's a signed David Njoku mini helmet here. And it can be yours. One lucky patron will get it. Go to patreon.com/The Fantasy Whispers. If you're watching this show on YouTube right now, click that link, sign up, any level, sign up. You'll be entered in. If I get that email in time before halftime, then you will be on the Wheel of Names. So.
And we have other great prizes coming out every month.
That's right. That's right.
And you'll
every single month.
Yeah.
One of those was supposed to be a Jalen Waddle signed jersey, but our guy Donnie stole it. No, he found a great deal on that one, which is awesome. Yeah. Those glasses, man, I dig those.
Dude, during our break, I was thinking, you know how we do the intro music, and it's like 2 minutes, right? Before the game. I literally ran to my car because I remember I had these in there. So I'm like down the street trying to get back in time. So
that's hilarious.
Empty chair when I get back to add it to
that's so good. That is fantastic. They're great, man. They're great. All you need is like a white fedora now or something,
right?
Then I think you'd be like a full on like Miami Vice, Miami,
like
South
some sort of
Beach,
drink, like a pina colada.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, some sort of tropical drink as well.
I just have my.
All you need is a yacht. Yeah, you just need to get on a yacht.
It's my Harry Potter cauldron.
Oh, that's cool.
Team Hufflepuff.
Oh, get out of here. No, I don't know. I've never even taken the quiz. I would probably say I'm Gryffindor because I'm a basic bitch like that, but
I can see that.
You can see I'm a basic bitch like that. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. I don't know. I can't do these shades right now.
Yeah, those look dark.
Yeah, they are dark, dude. I can't see anything. And you just like see the screen right here.
Yeah. What's that tab you have open on the bottom?
Yeah, is that Pornhub? What is that?
Oh man.
Yeah. So let's take a look here. Maybe we'll go through Listener League. Let me take a look. I am about to drop another one, 2 in a row in Listener League. Not feeling great about that. Oof. Which is unfortunate, but these things happen. I'm
happy about it. That brings me on top again, I think.
Yeah, I bet you are. I should have never traded you, Ramondre Stevenson.
That was great, dude. That was the best work day of my life this year.
I'm 1 week away from dropping Cam Akers because he's not going to get traded, and they're just going to cut him, and then he's going to be like the 4th string running back somewhere.
You had my soul with that trade because, I'm a huge Oklahoma Sooner fan. So I don't know if you calculated that in your head with the trade.
I mean, I didn't go. No, I didn't. I wish I could say I did. My big thing was I figured Harris was just going to be a thorn in the side the entire year. There was no situation where Harris is healthy and Stevenson is healthy and Stevenson becomes a bell cow back. If Akers could get better there was a world where Akers could be a bell cow back. That was my whole thinking.
He definitely looks better than Henderson.
It just didn't happen, and they just hate him. So
they do. Do you think he'll be traded tomorrow?
I mean, who's going to pay anything for him? They'll just wait for the Rams to cut him, and then they'll see. I think he might be toast, dude. I think he just might not be good anymore. With who
was their running back yesterday? I was looking at stats after
Rivers something.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure.
If he looks decent or not.
Don says driving back from Salem, Massachusetts, awesome place. You guys went up to the Conjuring House, I think you were telling us. So, but that was spooky awesome, and fun. Let's see. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is 16 points. I need T. Higgins to outscore him by 16 points.
Listener League's pretty barren, and everyone's pretty set.
Maybe what we can do is look a little bit at the top scorers for the week.
Just overall?
Yeah, let's go to a PPR league.
Let's talk about Derrick Henry. Just
God, dude.
Winning the first game for his rookie quarterback, just rushing like a madman out there.
Yeah. Derrick Henry, man. That was
scary. That's spooky season right there, man.
Well, and like the thing with Derrick Henry too, Donnie, is that it's a bit of a revenge tour for not only, Derrick Henry, but those who have kind of been like, well, the cliff's coming. He's
saying that, and
everybody keeps saying that, but he is such a special, first of all, athlete. But then as a runner too, I mean, he just keeps getting better and better as the game goes on in that nature. And then he's got, just what he's been able to do against teams like Houston, like Jacksonville, playing in that division, and he just ends up dominating them. But yeah, this was the tune that happened there. Man, you know what? I'm going to kill the screen share. It is it's slowing the shit out of the computer right now. So we will keep rocking through.
Let's maybe talk about let's stick with the spooky theme.
Okay.
Like for example, super spooky for Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, man.
Well, it would be. Man, you are a pro. Look at that segue. Right. My thing is, okay, so they have the bye next week. And everybody was like, okay, they're going to rest Zeke for the bye, get him back. I mean, Pollard did what we all knew he was going to do, right? We've been screaming it for years. Yeah. And we've been screaming it for years. And so now he's been basically a top 5 back in the 2 games, I think it is now. It's only ever been 2 games that he's been the full starter because Zeke is so durable. And Jerry Jones is quoted after this game saying, so these are the 2 quotes. Mike McCarthy goes to the podium and says, we have 2 number 1 running backs. Jerry Jones goes to the podium and says, we go as Zeke goes. So I am not excited about the way they're talking about this, but I can tell you what, man, that team looks it opened everything else up.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Bears haven't been playing great defense. Like, let's not get that twisted either. But still,
not the 85 Bears anymore.
But still, look at how the first game back for Dak, but the Cowboys, the first game back for Dak was against the Lions, and they kind of struggled a little bit against the Lions, right? You get Pollard as your number 1 back, man, explosive, big plays, and then opening up plays for CeeDee Lamb and these other guys that are getting involved as well. I think it's this offense plus that defense. But this is a typical Cowboys thing where I think it's like, oh, they'll be set up to be winners and maybe go deep into the playoffs, and then they'll trust too much in Zeke because that's what Jerry Jones wants to do, and it'll screw them up.
Shout out to Zeke. He's a phenomenal running back. Yeah, maybe not as good as he was his first few years, but they paid him so much money. So I think Jerry Jones is like, I can't not say this about him. It's like a weird loyalty thing. He's blind to his other players, and he's riding that money train.
Yeah, Jerry is all about his guys, and the guys that embody the star, so to speak, that are the Cowboy, people. Dak, because I think Dak's fine. I think he's a good quarterback, but is Dak elite? Is Dak going to be a franchise guy? And we'll see. He's had some injuries and stuff. Yeah. But I think that there's this loyalty to guys like him, to guys like Zeke, because, you know, that's what they did. And are they missing upside opportunities? And what happens to Pollard? Like, eventually Pollard's going to be like, peace out, you know, like
for real.
And then
this year I've loved watching Pollard run. I've loved watching ETN run, and I've loved watching Walker run. Those are like my three favorite running backs right now. They look so great.
You want to talk about spooky? You want to talk about scary? If you played against Alvin Kamara, that would have been scary. Alvin Kamara reminded us he's that dude. 3 touchdowns, absolutely electric. And basically the Raiders, I don't think the Raiders scored a point, right? Yeah, 0. So they got shut out. And man.
Did they bench Carr, or was he injured? Or did they just like, this game's over?
I didn't. You know what? I need to go back and watch that game. Okay. All I can tell you is I played against Carr in my league of records, so I was loving that. And that trade I did to mostly get Walker, I also got Kamara in. And so what a week to go and trade for Kamara.
Right? Yeah, I remember you telling about that blockbuster trade you had.
So
I got lucky because I have Carr in the listener league, but thank God my other players went off.
Wow.
I have 197 points with Carr.
How did you do that with Carr?
Oh, man.
That is unreal.
I need to think of something else for a quarterback for that league.
Okay, so we've got our question here. Ethan John, thanks for joining us here on the chat. Happy Halloween, my guy. Should I trade Leonard Fournette for Ramondre Stevenson and Myers? I'm guessing this is Jacoby Myers.
The kicker Myers?
Yeah. Let's presume it's Jacoby Myers. Would you trade Lenny away for these two?
100%. I mean,
you're in on that?
Yeah, I think so. Lenny's just been so disappointing. The Buccaneers have been so disappointing. They look rough. All the injuries, the offensive line, I don't see it changing very, very soon. I do see on the flip side, Damian Harris could get more work, you know, but Ramondre's been that guy. Ramondre, did he have 7 receptions again this game? He looks so good. I don't know.
Did Harris even factor in at all?
I don't think so.
Because I remember the Monday night game he didn't. Let me look up Harris really quick.
So you look up Harris. I got Stevenson right here. He had 16 carries for 71 yards, 63% snaps percentage, 8 targets, 7 receptions, 72 yards. They're just feeding the man in every single way they can when he's on the field.
Yeah, that would you say 7 receptions?
8 targets, 7 receptions.
Woo. I mean, that's elite category for a running back, man.
He had 8 receptions the week before.
Yeah, we're talking 15 receptions over 2 weeks. That's absolutely bonkers. I mean, what a floor that's a 7-point floor in PPR for your running back. Then it's like whatever else happens. So as far as Harris is concerned, did increase because the first game back 17% of the snaps. This week 41%. Had 11 carries for 37 yards. 2 targets, 2 catches, 15 yards. So nothing special. It does feel like they could ramp up a little bit more even, you know, for Harris because he did go from 3 carries to 11. But I think they're starting to see how special Ramondre is. And this isn't really a slight against Harris. He's fine. But it's like, you know, I think Ramondre is that next level guy for them as well.
For sure. And I think at this point in the fantasy football world, you're trading Lenny for his name. I think you're doing the right thing in this trade. You're trading a name for value. So I think it's a great deal.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I think it's a good one. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, getting some people in the chat. Lucius, thanks for joining. Lucius Berenzas 44. What do you think about Michael Pittman rest of season? Indy looks lost. So, my guy Donnie, you were a little bit more optimistic. You were just optimistic.
Don't do that quote again.
I know. I won't get you on record anymore for saying that he's the next Josh Allen. No. You were a little more optimistic on Ellinger and then Pittman. So, first of all, I didn't really check in, but how are you feeling about what you saw?
I said he's going to be targeted a bunch. He's going to have 10 targets. I was so close. Pittman had 9 targets, 7 receptions for 53 yards. He did drop a ball.
Yeah, it was I remember seeing that one.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for him. I'm more excited with him with Ellinger than I am with him and Matt Ryan. Because if you watch any of the Indy games with Matt Ryan, he was just throwing ducks. Yeah, he wasn't his line wasn't doing the blocking very well. Hey, first reception for Mixon right there.
Mixon.
Helping us right there in our
beautiful.
For the slip.
3 more.
I don't know. I kind of like Pittman. I could see maybe trade him for name value also, and he did have 9 targets the last 2 games, 16 targets the week before. I like him, man. I would hold on to him.
Would you trade Pittman for Chris Godwin?
I don't think I would.
Okay.
I don't think
Would you trade Pittman for DeAndre Hopkins?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I think those are the different. What about running back? Where would you go with Pittman if you needed running back? Would you trade, let's say, Lenny? We just talked about Lenny. Would you trade Pittman for Lenny?
Not for Lenny, but maybe for Ramondre.
Okay.
If I was hurting for a running back and I had other wide receiver options, I would think.
Did you say you were hurting for a squirt?
Hurting for a chub to do well this game.
Exactly. All right, so Bengals here, 1st and 5. They've got a carry to mix in here. He gets about 4 yards there on the carry. So the bet slip is rocking and underway. Let us know if you need anything.
I think the league messed up their opportunity for the all white and black outfits with the black and white helmets for the Bengals versus the all orange Browns. I think that would have been such a great appeal for
a Halloween game. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And how about Monday Night Football? Not doing any kind of spider web or
I didn't.
Where's the graphic here? ESPN. Jeez,
they're like new to the game or something. They don't know what they're doing.
Let's see here. So we have. I mean, who else? Who else was really popping off this week?
Ooh, I was gonna. Oh, another spooky one. Ready?
Yeah.
Not for fantasy football value, but spooky for what he did on the field. DJ Moore, not game-winning touchdown, taken off his helmet. Kicker doesn't make the 48-yard field goal. They miss a field goal in overtime. They lose the game just because I get it. The emotions. Your team is supposed to be shitty as fuck, and you just had a 60-plus yard bomb to win the game. You're emotional. Just wait till you're on the sideline and take off the helmet.
Well, we're talking about, that was scary decision-making there. Absolutely. I would agree with that. And it was such a great play. I mean, it was such a good one. You could have just walked off. But yeah, not the case. Jersey J in the house. What's up, brother? He says, I had A.J. Brown, but lost to Tua and Waddle combo. 6 and 2. Jersey J. That's all right. 6 and 2 is a good spot to be at.
Still great.
Having A.J. Brown's a good thing. And I think this is your big money league that you mentioned quite a bit. So keep the faith there. Is Bateman droppable? You know, I had a question about this today. So, Donnie, I'll ask you this because I have Bateman in a league, but I am desperate for wins, and their bye is next week. We've heard the report today that maybe multiple weeks for this foot injury that he aggravated. Are you stashing Bateman, or are you moving on?
Man, if I was for sure in a playoff push, I'd stash. So if I was hurting for wins, I'd be okay dropping him. Honestly, the goose egg this week probably going to be out a couple more weeks with the bye. Yeah, I would probably drop him for something on the waiver wire to help me win now. The Higgins?
Oh, no. It was 25. I think that was P. Ryan.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Thank God. Didn't we have something lower on P. Ryan? So,
the rushing
yards. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'd probably drop him. I mean,
who's for Evan Ingram? That's Jersey J's question here. Are you dropping him for Evan Ingram?
Evan Ingram's been one of the most consistent tight ends right now. He's getting 10-plus points most weeks. So I probably would if I needed to start. If I had like a Njoku a couple weeks ago and I'm hurting for tight end.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm keeping on to Bateman and I think in this situation. I know Ingram's heating up and you probably need tight ends, so maybe go that way. But I just the one thing that keeps me like wanting to go back to Bateman is this offense, especially down the stretch, is going to need him to be the guy if they really want to get to that next level in the passing game, kind of like Marquise Brown was. That's why I would do that. So he says I have Njoku and Higbee. So I wouldn't probably drop Bateman then yet. Yeah, but I think watch the Higbee, because Higbee came off the field but then came back on. He dropped a huge fourth down play.
And is this a league you're 6 and 2 in? Like I said, if you're a clear winning streak towards the playoffs, stash Bateman because he could go off late.
Yeah, I'm with that line of thinking.
Is that Wilcox? 84. Who's 84? Please don't be Wilcox.
I think 84 is a tight end. Was he a tight end? I thought Wilcox was a receiver.
I don't even know.
Oh, my God. We don't even know.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Where is my sleeper? There it is.
Well, we could just pull up the bet slip. It'll tell us if we lost.
Oh, I don't want to.
Don't show me.
Oh, man, it's loading.
All right, 3rd and 7 here. Bengals working their way into Browns territory, but a big 3rd down here. Bengals 62% 3rd down conversion. Spective Cat in the house watching on Twitch. Got a shout out to all of our great Twitch followers. Boyd gets the 1st down there for the Bengals. Pick up one off the waiver. We've got Robinson, Allen Robinson, Garrett Wilson, Josh Palmer, Bird, Terrace Marshall, or DeAndre Carter. So for me, I think I'm probably between Allen Robinson and Josh Palmer. And the reason being is they're both going to be done with their buys. So if they end up being kind of good, I would go with one of them. Palmer, only reason he was out last week was the concussion. He's had the bye week. We're going to have Mike Williams out. Maybe even Keenan Allen. Like Keenan Allen pulled himself out of that game because his hamstring wasn't right. So I kind of like Palmer here out of the two. And Jersey J saying Palmer 100%. Any disagreement there, Donnie? I think what did we just see? Either a fumble or a pick was almost all the way down to the.
And by the way, it was Wilcox. He has 3 receiving yards.
And we're done. Just like that first drive, dude.
I told you.
Oh my God.
He could have a screen for negative yards, so who knows?
That's true. He probably won't see the field again, though.
Yeah.
That was his only package.
So I kind of like Garrett Wilson in this. He had 88% snap share, whereas Elijah Moore, I think, had 17% snap share. He had 7 targets, 6 receptions, 115 yards. Zach Wilson doesn't look really good, but he throws to the guys that he trusts. I think he trusts Wilson right now.
Well, and maybe he does. We've also seen him love Corey Davis. Corey Davis day-to-day with his situation.
Yeah.
Elijah Moore basically blanked. I don't think he got anything. So, yeah, maybe you do go with Garrett Wilson. The upside's definitely there. He's been a guy who's demanded targets, and he's a first-round pick. So maybe that is the answer there. I do think Palmer's volume is in a more voluminous offense.
Yeah,
that's why
I like Palmer more than Robinson if I wanted to go between those two.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I got to run to the restroom, Donnie, so the floor is yours,
right,
my guy. I'll be right back. Good luck.
All right, as Travi goes to the restroom, Whisper Nation. Let's look for more. You can hear him laughing in the background. Any other questions out there? Let us know. You got bet slips. What's your favorite candy? What's your favorite villain? What are you guys doing tonight? Partying? Taking kids out for candy? Going out trick-or-treating yourself? I probably Jersey J. You're probably out there trick-or-treating for yourself, huh? Oh, man. I can't believe we chose Mitchell Wilcox, less than 1.5 receiving yards. Oh, man. The Undertakers did not undertake. Did anyone see what that was? Was that an interception? Let's see. Oh, man. Where is... Let's go. It was the interception. Joe Burrow, man, throwing a pick the first drive. To A.J. Green, nonetheless. Ex-Bengal? No. A.J. Green, defense back for the Browns. We should have taken the over for the pick for Burrow, man. I'll tell Travi when he gets back here. I hear him. He's coming back. Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Got one. Wilson Jr. Dave, you're back in time for the first question. And it was a pick. Burrow threw a pick to AJ Green. Not that AJ Green.
AJ. Oh, on the other side. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Did they trade for AJ Green mid-game?
Put him at corner.
Back.
Right. If Wilson, from a speculative cat, if Wilson Jr. isn't traded by deadline, is he a safe drop?
Yeah, because I think what we're going to see is Elijah Mitchell come back and be the handcuff for CMC. But, yeah, I mean, Wilson, the problem with Wilson is he looks good. He's looked good. And so I feel bad for Wilson, people that, rostered him, but CMC over there is amazing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I drafted Mitchell a lot of places before the season. And then I wasn't able to get Wilson Jr. anywhere, but yeah, it looks rough if you're a Wilson owner. I would hope for a trade.
Yeah. Yeah, hang on to him, though, because I think you're going to know the deadline's going to be before most waivers clear, so you'll know what happens there, but I do think he'll be able to be dropped. So speaking of spooky and scary things, that's our theme tonight. We're going through all the different games that are spooky and scary. We had a very Amari Cooper. Was that a catch there? That's nice. Did we go yardage with Cooper?
Yardage Cooper. Yeah. I think over 49 or something like that. Okay,
so well, the news was a little bit good because McVay said he expects Cooper Kupp to play in this game. DPJ with a big DPJ with a huge play. I don't remember. I think we laid off DPJ.
Yeah, we laid off DPJ.
But Cooper Kupp rolled his ankle on like the last play of the game.
But there's pissed about that, huh?
Yeah, well, and McVay was even saying, he was like, I'm kicking myself because I didn't run on that play. And so, but McVay saying he's probably going to play today, or play today. He's probably going to play Sunday. And so we'll see how that one plays out. But that's another situation. Man, the Rams absolutely broken right now.
Love to see it.
As a Seahawks fan,
sorry, no, I'm a Dolphins fan. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care either way.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah. Right. Oh,
yeah. Let's see. That's like I've done that. I've done that in Madden before. I've been up in Madden and I pass and my wide receiver gets hurt. It was like a Madden call.
Oh yeah. Yeah, going for stats or something right there.
Yeah.
ESPN showing David Njoku on the sideline. As you guys know, we are giving away that David Njoku helmet signed at the end of this stream. So make sure you sign up on Patreon. We got negative yards out of Chubb here. That's not good.
You probably have an hour left to get in there.
Yeah, I'd say just
get your chance. And not just for this helmet. We have other prizes coming end of every month. So
yeah, next month. I don't know if we're ready to announce it yet, but another signed mini helmet, another exciting player who's also injured, but still, that one at least should be coming back sooner.
Yeah. Yep. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Brother. A lot of low quarterback play. We talked about Derek Carr, but I mean, not a lot of people. Daniel Jones didn't really hit.
Seahawks
I mean, I recommended him as a start. Yeah, that Seahawks defense, man, over the last couple weeks,
stepped up.
It's looking really good.
Let's see.
Brownie the elf in the middle of the field here. Oh, Jacoby got about 1 yard on the scramble.
A little let us know. Your Packers right now, man. How you feeling?
Oh, God, terrible. I will tell you, I thought we might have something in the tank last night, but it's just impossible to try and stop the Bills' offense, man.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I think our defense played really well. We just have no offense. We have, like, Dubs had to make 2 miraculous catches just to, like, get us into any kind of rhythm, and the offensive line, especially against that defense. If we don't make a move for a receiver, and really, I don't know if that's the answer either. Like what receiver is going to be dropped in and make us that much, like unlock the offense? I mean,
Claypool, Elijah Moore.
I mean, maybe a Brandon Cooks. I guess we were talking about a Brandon Cooks, but
that's your best bet right there.
Is it a deep threat that's going to be the one? Maybe, because I mean, Rodgers It took us so long, though, I think, to move the pocket. Like, what were we doing the entire first half, trying to go, shotgun straight away or under center and throw against this defensive line? Move the pocket around, roll him out. I mean, he's not as fast as he used to be, but Rodgers can move on a bootleg.
Oh,
Cade York with a miss.
Baby. You got blocked, I think. I'd like to see it for the slip.
Yes.
Good job, 92.
So we still have the rival slip, and we still have the optimistic slip, we'll call it.
Yeah. And we're hoping for a Wilcox negative screen.
Absolutely. Trying to see what else we got. Anybody on waivers that you're really excited about? Looks like a little bit of a light week.
Yeah, I haven't really looked into it too much. Let me check it out. Let's see.
I think Allen Robinson gaining a little bit of steam, especially with the Cooper Cup, but he's had back-to-back decent games.
Yeah.
One before the bye and after. Yeah, Randy Miller coming in here talking about Isaiah Likely.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, Likely. Yep. Do we know about Andrews? Is he out longer?
So they haven't ruled him out, but it wasn't like Bateman where they said multiple weeks. Basically with Andrews, they said it's not a serious injury, but their bye again is next week, and I don't see them, especially with the way Likely played. I don't see them unless Andrews is like adamant to play, which sometimes these players are.
I kind of like Rondale Moore is only owned in 50% of leagues, so
he'll be a good one.
Yeah.
And I'd be interested to see how they used him, if they used him in the slot, because initially when Hopkins came back last week, they were putting Hopkins in the slot a lot against
they had the fade to Rondale.
Yeah, and then it was like, kind of, what are we doing? Yeah, and so in this situation, if they're going to put Rondale in the slot, which is what I think they should do, he's got the speed, he's got the size, so let him do it. And then you can run Hopkins and the corpse of AJ Green on the outside there.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in if Hunt is traded. I kind of like the Dearness Johnson pickup.
Okay,
so
in case Hunt, yeah.
If Hunt
sneaky,
the deadline's tomorrow. I think 1 p.m. Pacific or 4 p.m. Pacific. One of those two.
I think it's 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah,
okay, so 1 p.m. Pacific. If Hunt is traded, and you need a running back, Dearness Johnson did good in his opportunities last season.
Agreed. I'd be in on that. Pizza Belly in the house. What's going on, my man?
What up, brother?
You're having a good Halloween. They were just showing a Browns Halloween house. Bunch of tombstones in the front yard, and it was the QB graveyard for the Browns. Yeah, that was funny. Oh man, that's going to be the Packers here as soon as Rodgers retires. We'll be dealing with our own graveyard.
Hey, Jordan Love season, baby.
I will say again though, with the Bills Packers game, we challenged Matt LaFleur challenged the team to kind of pretend it's 0-0 after half, and the Bills only scored 1 point after the half, or 3 points after the half. So it was a good defensive effort. It was a little too late though.
Yeah.
Good game, Donnie in the Listener League spanked me, even with only 3 points from the QB. Yeah, Pizza Belly. We were talking about Carr's performance and how Donnie was able to overcome that and still win. Donnie, you've been on quite a roll, man. I beat you in week 1. You haven't lost since.
I'm trying, man. I was a little lower on the point totals the last few weeks. Has got me up there, I think.
Yeah, I think you're probably gonna. I mean, I've been a little bit. I've still been cracking 100 and 110, but I've been running into some buzzsaws. And Lamar hasn't. Well, and Lamar hasn't been. Oh, I've had back-to-back shit games from Mark Andrews, and Lamar hasn't been as hitting his ceiling as much. He's been good, but not as elite as he was to start the year. That's the thing about the Bateman and the whole, if they get that extra element to their offense, he can really get to that MVP level like he was doing.
And he has 3 receptions now for Joe Mixon. We only need 1 more.
Yeah. Should be good.
The Ravens just traded for Roquan Smith, giving up a 2nd and a 4th round pick. They want to win it this season. They want to do it. They want to get healthy, and
they'll be around. I think it'll always be a question of what can the defenses do against Lamar in the playoffs, because we've seen him be neutralized in the playoffs. But the big thing last year was these blitzes against Lamar, And now when people blitz Lamar, he's getting a lot better. He's finding the guy. He's, making the right decision. So, but if, just is Deshaun Jackson while Bateman is out going to be the answer for that?
Rough.
Devin Duvernay's been fun. Devin Duvernay's been a revelation, been schemed up, but he's not, as consistent as you'd like to see. And then with the Andrews injury, Isaiah Likely is going to be a big piece for them down the second half.
I think so too. I think they should use him more even when Andrews is healthy.
Yeah. Because he is built more like a wide receiver. I mean, you could definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Pizza Belly, I don't know how you put that roster together, but it's the scariest one I've seen in the league. I will tell you, too, and I think Brocal's team is very scary as well. I was kind of looking at that team. That's the one I'm playing this week. He's got a good one. But, yeah, Donnie's team is good. I flex Carr in to cover my buy for Herbert, and it lost me my game in my home league. Oof.
Carr disappointed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Do we know yet? Was he benched? Was he injured? Were they just like giving up? I don't
know. I mean, I'll tell you, I think the Saints just had an excellent day.
Yeah, because they put in the backup quarterback. They put in Stidham.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember it was 2 weeks ago, right, that Carr got banged up and they had to put in Stidham. And then this week I didn't really catch the game. All I knew is that Kamara went absolutely ballistic. Yeah. That for the morning games, I was really tuned into the Detroit Miami game for selfish reasons.
Yeah, a big reason why I was able to put that roster together was drafting with you guys all offseason, starting in March, I think. February when we started, literally every mock draft Mondays, just killing it with you guys. Pizza Belly and I would like draft near each other a lot, actually, and I would always be like stealing his guys, he'd be stealing mine.
So Pizza Belly, basically Don's saying you're to blame, dude. You gave him all your secrets all summer long.
Exactly.
Bean Productions in the house. Welcome in. He's got that. Is that an Andy Dalton? Yeah, that's an Andy Dalton there. Let's see. PPR. Walker or Amon-Ra. I will be receiving Amon-Ra. I already have ETN, Henry, and Aaron Jones at running back. Thin at wide receiver with Olave, Deontay, Lazard, and Curtis Samuel. Does this trade work for rest of season?
I'd rather get rid of Aaron Jones, personally.
In PPR,
how many receptions did Jones have? Because I know he had good rushing.
He looked great as a runner last night.
Yeah,
he was fantastic. I'm not really into giving up Aaron Jones. I mean, the only bet to give up on Aaron Jones is basically injury. He's going to be their whole offense for the rest of the year. Like, he's going to have to be.
So if you were Bean Productions and you were hurting for
let me see here.
Is Walker the one you give up?
You got ETN, Henry, Aaron Jones, and Walker. I mean, can you get Amon-Ra plus? Does this guy have something else too? If you're going to give up really any of these backs.
Yeah, all of these are nice.
Yeah, all of these backs are so good. They're all league-winning types right now. Jones would be the one I would give up, I think, talking to you a little bit about it. But I wouldn't want to have to give him up right now because you're giving
Amon-Ra too. Yeah,
and Amon-Ra, like, don't get me wrong, in PPR, like, if he's healthy and that team's going, that dude is an absolute, like,
first 2 weeks of the season he was number one.
How did he do this week in that shootout? I know he didn't score, I don't think, but
the only play I saw was he dropped the ball. So
great.
I don't know.
Trade him.
10 targets, 7 receptions, 69 yards, no touchdowns.
Yeah. So again, in PPR, he's going to consistently just be, if he's on the field, like double-digit targets. So, I understand that that one's tough for me. Anybody biting on maybe doubling up like Deontay and Lazard for a better wide receiver? Lazard's hurt, which is unfortunate. Maybe you could do Curtis and Deontay Johnson. You could kind of sell them for and consolidate, get a much better wide receiver. I think at the end of the day, I would do this deal, but I don't feel great about it. I would try to be getting Amon-Ra plus, especially since he didn't score this week. This is the week to do it. He didn't have a monster game, so go and try and get just a little bit more for Walker. Problem is Walker didn't have one of his monster games either. But he did get the touchdown late.
Yeah, it was a 16-yarder that looked really nice.
Yeah,
Giants defense is legit. I mean, they're not slackers.
Well, I can't get a read on him because against the Ravens, they let like Kenyon Drake on 10 carries get 120 yards. So I really thought Walker was just going to have a field day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a couple of good hot teams going against each other, and the Seahawks came away with that one, man. Big win. All right, Whisper Nation. I mean, this game has basically been what we thought it was going to be. It's like a defensive divisional matchup. Myles Garrett was Vecna.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Have you seen that actor in an interview? He can actually, that voice he used. I don't know if you've seen the show.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Vecna has that voice. It's literally just his voice. It's no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's no.
It's like, the same guy. The same guy who plays him as the human version of himself.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, you can just do that
more,
fucking crazy
the more
voice.
You know. What did you think about the finale of House of the Dragon?
I liked it. I liked it. I kind of knew it was coming because I read spoilers from the books.
Yeah.
I liked it. It makes you want more because we didn't really get a big battle or anything, but
I think there's going to be plenty of that. Yeah,
be crazy. I mean, if you know anything about the Dance of the Dragons, oh my god.
Yeah,
shit's going down. Yeah,
it's going to be I think it's going to be a good one. Hopefully it's not the full 2 years, but they're talking about potentially 2 years before we get it, which is
just for sad stuff too. It sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, trick play here. Double reverse pass.
Was that Cooper throwing? Pick?
Yes.
Oh my god, dude!
Why would you even do that? Just throw it away.
Is Cooper too? Yeah, he is. Oh my god!
Do we have the over on a Cooper pick?
Oh, I'm glad that doesn't kill us for anything. Jeez, Amari Cooper interception. In my league of record, I'm kind of rooting for a Mixon big game because I'm looking at other people, for playoff seeding now because I've screwed myself, so I'm trying to climb over other people. So I really need Mixon to win so that one of the bad teams can beat another bad team, so I can climb over that one.
Nice.
So, but
it's Mixon, touchdown right here.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Any big trade targets for you? I mean, we were talking with Bean Productions about some guys there.
It's anybody you're looking. It's hard for me to trade in the leagues I'm in because people don't trade in the leagues I'm in. I put out every week. I'll put out 10 trades throughout all 8 of my leagues, just trying.
Well, let me ask you this. On those 8 leagues, do you have personal relationships with all those 8 leagues?
I have my home league, which none of them do any trades ever.
Yeah. Especially not to you because they're going to be like,
yeah, exactly.
Too much. Yeah, that's the worst.
The listener league, which I've done the one trade with you.
Yeah.
I'm in a dynasty league with Cat's Pajamas and a couple of the people from Whisper Nation are in it.
Anybody trading in there?
Yeah, the trades go off in here. I actually traded for. Never mind, I did not trade in this league. I'm in the Get Right Football Network league, league, and I did a trade in there. And then the 20-man dynasty, nobody in there talks, let alone trades. So
nobody in there knows how to speak.
Yeah, so it's pretty barren for trade talk. I still try because what if, Yeah. But people are always the leagues I'm in. They're just the name hype is too high for them. They don't care about anything other than preseason hype, which is tough for trade value.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, I think the biggest thing that I've learned, in the leagues that are active is you have relationships with those people. So it's easier to you start a conversation, you start getting, warm it up, and then you can kind of drop in some of the negotiating back and forth. But yeah, it does get tough, man. Leagues that do not trade are not as fun. They just aren't. You have to get some trades going. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing like the adrenaline of some good negotiations, some hypotheticals in your head if that player is going to suck or not after you trade for them.
Do you know anything about that?
What's that?
I said, do you know anything about that personally?
Oh yeah, I've got definite experience with that. But I've done a lot of good trading.
Not all hits.
Sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Like I would say that I've done a ton of trading in my league of record, maybe 7 or 8 trades this year. And I would say that I've come out ahead on every single one of them,
Nice.
or at least 90%. And it doesn't matter. I'm 2-6. You know, like it can go any which way. So
how many people make the playoffs in that league?
8 out of 12.
There you go. You got it.
So it's still very possible.
See, players I would like to trade for. I'm trying to trade away Najee Harris still. I know Austin is on the opposite of that. I would love to trade away Harris with that name value.
Yeah, how did Najee do this week?
He had 12.5 points for PPR, I think.
Mike Thomas dropping a ball here. That's great.
Targets.
I really do need like a T.
I would love
craziness.
Same. I would love Amon-Ra St. Brown. We were just talking about it. I would love to trade for him. I just think the Walker is a little too much. I think he could be,
because I'm also like Walker's a buy high for me too. You know, like I'm trying to get Walker on my team if anybody's even willing to do it.
Yeah, I offered my first and a couple other things in the 20-man dynasty for Walker, and they just left me on red the whole time.
I hate that. I hate when you're just like left on red too.
Yeah.
No response. Like not even a no. Give me something.
Yeah.
My least favorite text is to send the thoughts ? Text after I've like waited for you to respond to my trade offer.
Yep. Do you have any big trade targets? I know you asked me, but I'm still thinking. I'm not sure. Besides Amon-Ra, Walker would be great, but I don't see many people trading him.
Yeah, I mean those are more. Yeah, I think those are more like buy highs. But Amon-Ra is a big one. Definitely, I'd be trying to go get. Joe Mixon, I think, is a guy that like he's had a couple good games, so it'd probably be more of like a buy medium, buy high. But Joe Mixon, I just think his usage is so good. He's having one of the best career years as far as a receiver. So I think that's somebody I'm continuously to bang the drum on. I don't mind the selling of Leonard Fournette that we've been talking about a little bit here. He has not looked good, and maybe you can get something a little bit better for Fournette. How are you feeling about James Conner? Because he's going to come back soon from the injury. Would it be somebody that you'd maybe like for really cheap go and try and get?
I think so.
For like the end of the year.
Their other options are so beta.
Yeah.
It's like so
big
like
beta
the definition
energy.
Of beta energy from
exactly.
For real. I like Connor a lot more in that offense. And if Brown comes back, Connor comes back, it could be a dangerous offense.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. And I think Connor would be set up to at least be, you know, a touchdown dependent RB too, which you could probably go get.
Gross. Did they just say Eagles versus Texans is the Thursday night football game?
Yeah, it's a Thursday night football game in the middle of the Eagles or in the middle of the Phillies versus the Astros World Series.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, the Eagles are just, I mean, what do you think? I got to look at the spread. It's got to be like 11-13.
It's got to be crazy.
Eagles, I mean, how about A.J. Brown? Speaking of spooky, if you played against A.J. Brown this week, you got absolutely.
Speaking of alpha energy, holy crap.
Yes. Spective Cat says, I'm in a keeper league and we'll get to keep Walker in the 6th round next season. Already can't wait. That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. A lot of people will have gotten him off waivers too.
Yeah.
Because remember, he started the year with that injury. Some people gave up a little bit of hope.
Such a freak injury. What are your thoughts on buying low for Christian Kirk?
Ooh, Christian Kirk's an interesting one. He's had some downturn. He's been a little bit more inconsistent. I would say that with Evan Ingram's emergence, they're both playing in the same side of the field.
Yeah,
but part of the field.
I'm gonna show my screen real fast. The defense he's gone against are all in the red or orange, meaning they're good against wide receivers. That ones coming up are majority in the green.
Oh yeah, nice schedule.
For a schedule. So maybe a playoff.
Maybe somebody to go position.
Yeah. I mean, they've been losing. They don't give a fuck, so they're going to throw the ball more.
MGM opens at 13-point favorients for the Philadelphia Eagles over the Texans.
So what are we doing during that stream? Are we
chilling? We're going to have some we're going to have some good material to talk about on that one.
Yep. And maybe it's more exciting than this because this has been pretty
yeah, this has been kind of blah as well as we just started the second quarter here.
For a punt for Huber, who's been there for
they were lined up to go for it, but I think they might have been just trying to draw him offside. So that makes sense. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. We'll see what attrition plays into. I've been hanging on to guys. Jared, James Cook, Rashad White, Pacheco. We'll see if any of these guys can kind of become those league winners we thought they could be down the stretch. I mean, we're still just about halfway through, so a lot of football still to happen. A lot of injuries are still going to happen. You know what I mean? So
the whole Pacheco started last week. He had 38% snap share.
Yeah.
So stupid.
What about the Kadarius Toney stuff?
I like it.
Is that somebody you'd maybe go? But I mean, the hype is probably too much. Would you more sell the hype or would you more buy it?
Ooh, I'd be more interested to buy it. Imagine having, if he hits, it's a Chiefs number 2 option to Kelsey. Yes, please give me it. I'd be willing to buy it.
I am thinking so too. I just think it's better to be a little bit optimistic in this case than
Isn't he wearing
Kareem Hunt with the run? Jeez.
They didn't even give him number 89, did he? Did they? I think they gave him 19.
19, yeah.
So his back tattoo is New York skyline with the number 89. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So funny. Spective Cat says, thoughts on Algier? Is he droppable when Patterson returns? Well, if you have Patterson, I'd maybe keep on to Algier as a handcuff, but I'd be fine moving off of Algier if Patterson comes back. You may want to watch, though, and see how it goes, because, it's not like Patterson's been the most durable one, but this team runs so much, whoever it is going to have some good value.
I think Huntley had more carries, didn't he? Yeah, Caleb Huntley had 16 carries for 91 yards.
I mean, they are just rotating these guys in left and right.
I think they're just droppable. Njoku.
Yeah, that's our guy.
They know.
They know the giveaways tonight.
They know the giveaway. Sign up. You got a little bit longer. It's almost half.
Yeah, you got about 15 minutes of game time. If you go down.
Who was the winner for September again?
That was Jonathan Durst. We did the Joe Burrow rookie card.
Yes, sir.
So the Joe Burrow rookie card, we got that over to Jon Durst. Congratulations, John. And tonight we're going to be giving away that signed David Njoku helmet. So make sure you hit that link to the Patreon. It's in the description below, but go to patreon.com/The Fantasy Whisperers and get your opportunity today. We've got a lot of Kareem Hunt on this drive. Not great for our Chubb portion of the.
Yeah, and we lost that under slip already, anyways.
Was that the one with the under? Oh, okay. So really, we just need to get Chubb going here.
Yep. Chubb has 7 rushing yards so far, when we need 87.5.
So we just need
looking rough.
80-yard run, and then we'll be good. But then we also have Mixon. We have him over Mixon too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So far it's 7-13.
Not great. Did he catch that?
He did.
Amari Cooper.
That's good for us.
Play there. Stevie Wonder. Welcome to the chat. He says potential buy lows on Justin Jefferson, Amari Cooper, DK Metcalf, and Sutton.
I don't know if anyone would sell Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Even after an off game, but I'd see the other ones. I would not want Sutton. I've been off of Sutton for a while.
Yeah, I think Sutton, unfortunately, this offense is just they are broken in half. And I think it's something like 13 points over the last 3 games for Sutton. It's not good. I would buy into DK.
For sure.
Cooper's one definitely that's been good. He's been productive, but he's definitely not in the same tier as our Jefferson and then obviously DK.
And if you could get Justin Jefferson, hell yes. Buy low.
Yeah, I mean,
buy high. Do anything.
Yeah.
I think
it's going to be incomplete there. Wouzier was all over him.
Yes, sir. Man.
Waiver wires.
Not a good defensive game.
No, not at all. But, it's Halloween. Got to get spooky, I guess.
Get spooky. Spooky season. Spooky season.
We
How
got
about DK and Lockett coming out? Both maybe not playing, then both getting a touchdown in that game.
I know, dude. Well, Lockett should have had 3 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen him drop a pass like he did. That wide open one at the 5-yard line.
I know, man.
It grazed his helmet.
That was a wild one, dude. Like, he looked great. They both look great.
Yeah.
What's up with DK, man? That injury was nothing. He didn't even care, man.
You don't need no patella.
Dude, he doesn't need anything. Oh, well. Neither does Donnie. Donnie wants no more part of this stream. I don't know what happened to our guy there.
I have a new mouse, and apparently the buttons on the left is a back button.
Oh, okay. Gets you right out of there. I was like, oh, I guess Donnie doesn't need the stream no more.
I don't need no patella tendons either.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, that's interesting, man. Both of them, and it was hard to trust either one going in, and they both just did well. So hopefully you got them in there if you started them and got rewarded. Gino out there doing Gino things.
Oh, the 3rd highest rating quarterback this season, just below Mahomes and Allen. Killing it.
MVP.
Yes, sir. Maybe imagine he gets more MVP votes this year than Russell got his whole career, which is 0.
That would be wild. All he's got to get is 1. They win the division. He should get 1, right?
Yeah.
If they win the division.
Yeah.
They called that a no catch, which we probably
we needed it.
Back
down to 0 receiving yards for Cooper.
We need some action in this game.
We do, man. Come on. I wish I've been sugar-free the last 2 months. I wish I had candy in front of me right now.
What would you want?
Oh, man. I am obsessed with the Reese's that are shaped like things. So right now, the Reese's shaped as a pumpkin. I would
or the like Christmas tree.
Or the Christmas tree or the egg. They taste so much better than just the regular Reese's. I would demolish at least 28 of them right now if they're in front of me.
28, okay.
At least.
I do have to agree with you. I didn't think about that before, but the milk chocolate on those seems to be a little bit more smoother on those.
Yeah, and I'm not a big milk chocolate guy. I'm more of a dark chocolate guy. If they had those in dark chocolate, I'd kill them.
Oh, man. So then have you ever had the Trader Joe's dark chocolate peanut butter cups?
Oh,
yeah, those are.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it's at. Trey Hendrickson is on the screen here showing 28 pressures on the season. Trey Hendrickson's a beast.
Yeah, he is. They paid for him from the Saints, and they got what they paid for.
Yeah. I mean, he's a big part of their Super Bowl run. That defense was for sure. Oh, we've got some Higgins action there. Yep. Was that his first catch?
Maybe.
Higgins, man.
I know they targeted him deep early and wanted a PI, but didn't get it.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. 15 pass plays called to 4 running plays called for the Bengals. 0 points on the board. A lot of
really working.
Yeah.
Man.
Going 3 wide here.
How are we feeling about the Browns offense after week 11? Way more excited for them for fancy reasons? Or?
I'll have to see what Watson's got, man. I mean, Watson's been through. I hate even saying it like this.
Yeah, it makes me feel gross. But
I wonder if that's something that Watson. God, I hate saying it like this. That Watson can overcome. I mean, he deserves all the backlash he's got. I'm not saying, but what my point is like, can you really recover and go compartmentalize and go put all that away and go play football the way you used to? I don't know. Is your soul right? So that's my question with it. But yeah, they've got a good squad around him. Should be exciting. I'm excited to see like Njoku with Watson in there because he's already been a guy that like gets down the field for them, as we're going to see another punt.
Another punt. Spooky season is upon us.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be it's gonna be like a 3-0 ball game by the end of it or something.
I got a question that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
When does Christmas season start for you?
After Thanksgiving.
Okay. For me, it's November 1st.
November. Oh, so you like Christmas before your Thanksgiving?
Yeah, Thanksgiving is like a weekend holiday. Christmas.
When's your birthday, Donnie?
March 26th.
Yeah, so this is why you think this. So my birthday is November 19th.
Okay.
So I like to have November be its own thing because I love the hell. I mean, I love the best holiday in the world is Thanksgiving.
Oh, I complete opposite.
So I like my November to have its seasons. There's my birthday. A week later, there's Thanksgiving.
The national holiday, Big Travis' birthday.
Yeah, exactly. And then the second holiday, Thanksgiving. So I think that I like my November to stay the way it is. So my birthday, Thanksgiving, and then, we can roll into Christmas. Put the tree up, put the lights up after Thanksgiving. It provides a good weekend to do it. And then you go into it and do that. But I know psychos out there listening to Christmas music already.
Oh, yeah.
That's not okay.
As an adult, I'm not a big fan of Christmas because it's expensive as fuck, and I'm the youngest of eight siblings, and I have a fiance and her family now, and like that part sucks. But
right,
because it's money, it's a lot of money. But the season, I just love it for sure.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like the music. I love watching The Grinch and all the classics. Dude, I had A Christmas Story on DVD.
Oh, yeah?
That's how much I love that movie. Like, I just love so much. But, yeah. Pizza Billy says he doesn't even celebrate Christmas.
That's right.
Understandable. Some people do not.
I don't celebrate Big Travis' birthday.
Yeah, and that's a shame.
No.
Because basically he's taken Christmas over my birthday. Like, it wasn't enough.
Also, I'm taking my wedding, which is the day after your birthday.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good reason. I'll be at the rehearsal dinner on your birthday.
Yeah, I'll just come crash it and be like, "Thank you for coming to my birthday party. I appreciate you all being here." No,
you should definitely crash the rehearsal dinner in Newport. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, I'd love to. That'd be awesome. Just do a live stream from there. What's up, Whisper Nation? Live from Donnie and Nicole's wedding.
Just kidding. It's my birthday, bitch.
That's good stuff. Yeah, so ESPN Pumpkinhead. That's the dude's name. This is weird.
It's creepy. I saw a Funko Pop. I'm not a big Funko Pop fan, but someone got me a Harley Quinn one once, and I love Harley Quinn. But I saw a really cool one that I really want. It's the episode of The Office where Dwight has the pumpkin on his head.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a Dwight Funko Pop with a pumpkin over his head.
That's a good one. Yeah. They should make a Dwight Funko Pop with the mask on his head.
Yeah, they probably have it.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
The only ones I have Jon Snow and Danny. So we got Jon Snow.
There you go. Kind of looks like you.
Daenerys, yeah, a little bit. When I tie my hair that way, for sure. So they're over here. But yeah, that's about it on the Funko Pop for me.
Come on, baby.
Nick Chubb with a carry. We need some. Man,
2 yards, baby.
Pizza says, I have a huge 420 party every year, though.
There you go.
Light it up, man.
That's my future parent-in-law's anniversary, actually. It's 420.
Nice. Happy early anniversary. I leave milk and cookies out for Snoop Dogg.
I bet he appreciates that.
Weed-infused cookies, weed-infused milk. It's like hemp milk or something. It's funny. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Browns. We'll see if they can get anything going here. The problem with this game, too, is like it's dragging.
Man.
It's like not even like usually with these run-heavy games, like the clock will go by faster. But
is everyone hungover?
Could be. Maybe they did go out. I mean, Ohio, they got to be for sure out there.
Have you seen how Kyler Murray is 0-1 once the new Call of Duty came out?
Somebody did the stats, like his actual stats on games after a release of Call of Duty.
The weekends?
There's the splits.
The double XP weekends or something like that.
Yeah. Not good for Kyler. The look gets worse and worse. Jacoby loading up.
Come on.
You got Cooper deep. Yes, that's
There we go. There we go.
That was a good chunk.
That was 30. He had 0 before that.
He had 0? I thought he had at least 1 catch. Damn. He had a pick.
He threw a pick. Yep.
There we go, Cooper. How much more does he need? 20 more?
26.5.
Okay. So if they get him going on this drive, that'd be good. We need Chubb, too.
76 for Higgins. And we need 67 for Chubb.
Chubb making moves. There's a good one.
Man. You do anything
Christmas
tonight
is...
after this?
Go ahead. I was say, favorite holiday or?
Oh man, favorite holiday season for sure. Favorite holiday.
Holiday. Ooh,
what are the holidays
where
I can just do nothing? That's the holiday I want.
Thanksgiving, man.
No, Thanksgiving is
like
drama.
Shit on Thanksgiving. Yeah, well, I feel that.
It's just like, and I grew up with a divorced parent, so I had like travel on the day, and it's like, I don't know. I'm not a fan. And I got stomach issues, so I don't like to eat much when I'm out.
Yeah, I got stomach issues too. It just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah. you should get that checked, brother.
Yeah. Pregnant.
This is growing. Oh, man.
Browns are putting something together here. And then Chubb running into the back.
0 yards.
Jeez.
Favorite holiday? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I think it's probably Christmas if you like that season. I mean,
it's
what,
hard
4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day, any of those?
Maybe Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's just chill, drinking fucking Dos Equis and have tacos.
Tacos, yeah.
I like it.
Oh, there we go. This is a good one. Pizza Belly says fantasy football draft weekend is a holiday to me. My favorite time of the year. I would agree
100%
with that. Draft day, there's nothing like draft day, no matter the league, but especially in those leagues of record, those home leagues, those ones where you get to really.
I'm a huge. My personal, also biggest holiday, football wise, is I watch the NFL draft. Like, it's crack. I analyze it. I have Excel sheets, and Thursday night I'm watching the whole thing. Friday night I'm watching the whole thing, and all day Saturday I'm watching the whole thing. That's my own personal holiday. My fiance checks in on me like, what the fuck is it? It's like Saturday at 9 a.m. watching the 4th round.
Sleeper with an update here that teams are inquiring about Naheem Hines from the Colts.
I would love to see him somewhere else, man.
Cooper, another catch.
Baby. We're almost there. He's at 47.
This is actually pretty good for the game script. I mean, if we can get more out of Chubb, obviously, too, but as far as pushing Higgins on the other side, because we definitely need more yardage out of him.
And we need a touchdown here. We don't need a field goal because that would hurt us as well.
Yeah,
so the rivals flip.
Forget about that. Maybe we should have gone with that Chubb touchdown. Kind of feel like it's coming here.
Maybe. It could be the Hunt touchdown that steals them every time.
We got them both in the backfield. We've been praying for this for years. Oh, there is Hunt.
For a few yards.
Getting closer for Chubb to punch it in. Where are we at with Cooper now?
47 and he needs 10 more.
Okay, cool.
And he's over.
I mean, if you'd have asked me about the overs, that might have been the one I was worried about the most. Well, maybe T. Higgins' yardage is a little big. But... And is Mixon still stuck at 3 receptions?
Yep.
All right,
he got 3 early in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I did want to say shout out to my dog Sooner, who passed away in January. Today he would have been 11 years old. So I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, Sooner. Rest in peace, my guy. Rest in power.
My best buddy for 10 years. I saved his life. He saved mine. So I was celebrating him today. I went golfing and just try to enjoy life. It was fun. Did
you go actual golfing or disc golfing?
Actual golfing. I do both, but I'm actual golfing. I went with my future father-in-law and future uncle-in-law as well.
Awesome. How was it? How'd you do?
I beat them for the first time. They beat me the last 2 times, and I won. Yeah. Sooner had my back, man.
Oh yeah. All up from heaven, man. Up in doggy heaven.
Sir.
Second and goal here for the Brownies.
Wildcat Chubb in the backfield.
Chubb, direct snap, and
touchdown.
He's in.
There it is.
Should have picked.
Man, those 0.5 touchdowns. We need to hit those.
Yeah, we got to just start doing it, especially on guys like Chubb, man.
Yeah. This is good though. No field goal for York. It's going to make Burrow throw the ball more. It's looking good.
Yeah, this should be good for the other side, like we were talking about with T. Higgins. Maybe get some action on the other side. Do need Mixon to get it a little bit, at least one more reception there.
Yes.
Oh, are you guys accepting children at the house? That sounded a little weird. Are you like trick-or-treaters coming to the place with candy?
I asked them that. They said they usually don't get trick-or-treaters here. It makes sense. We're in the older people.
You're in an old folks home?
No. I don't want to say it because I would feel miscommunication. I'm not uppity, but we live like on like an island in Newport, so like it's like old people. They don't really have kids.
Yeah, old rich white people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like from LA and not rich areas ever, so I'm like,
it's okay, dude. We could tell by your glasses and your Waddle jersey.
I forgot I'm a Dolphin fan.
Yeah. South Beach. Your yacht's parked in the harbor.
I wish I had a yacht, man.
Some of those yachts are insane.
Oh my god!
I don't really want a yacht, dude. I want a private jet. Like that's what I would really love. I would love to be able to fly anywhere.
I struggle with flying.
Yeah.
Because of my anxiety and stomach, and if I had my own, plane with my own pilot, I'll go for 2. Doesn't count for yards for us, I don't think, but it gets it.
Nope. Does it? Does that 1 yard count?
It does. I don't think it does. Maybe. Hopefully. He's at 24 now, so I don't know if it calculated it or not. Eight to 0. All right, Bengals, let's do something.
Yeah, please, man. It's been a drag, but it's been great to be with you, Whisper Nation. It's been great to be here with Donnie, talking all things fantasy, getting geared up for this week 9 that's going to be upon us sooner than later. And, of course, before we end the stream tonight, we're going to be giving away that signed David Njoku mini helmet. Browns just got on the board. Yeah, stick around for that giveaway. It'll be right before or right as the half ends. We'll be doing that one. So
yes, sir. I'm about to join up right now. On Patreon.
Oh, are you? You're going to join up just to win?
Yeah. I like it. It's cool helmet.
See if we've got any. So far, nothing yet. No new signups. So I think there's about 9 names in there. So it's a really good chance for you to get in there and win it as we continue to grow the Patreon.
You know, Njoku is still the number 8 tight end.
Missing a game.
Yep.
About to miss this one as well. Maybe more. Browns, I think, are on by next week, too.
Yep. Yes, they are. Oh, man. Man, you just
Yeah, spooky ghost.
Shit, now you're changing things.
Going all over the place.
Hell yeah. You guys want to, Whisper Nation, you want to see something really spooky?
Oh, Donnie disappeared. And we can still hear you. Oh, I should have muted my mic. You probably heard me blow my nose. That's why I went off screen. Oh, man, I am tired today. Still feeling it from the weekend.
So I got the coffee.
Yeah, man, I should have probably – I had a Red Bull earlier afternoon, but
What do you got plans for tonight? Are you just passing out? Are you going to watch spooky movies or?
Well, we got some work to do on the waiver stuff. So I think if I can convince you to do some of that with me, we'll do that. Otherwise, I'm going to do some. Yeah, it's too scary. Clean the apartment a little bit.
Oh, that's spooky as fuck.
Yeah, that's scary as shit. Especially the toilets. No.
Oh man. I've had clean laundry in our basket for the last 5 days. I haven't folded it still.
Oh man, you're the type that I used to. I mean, I can be. If I didn't live with a respectable human being of a partner, I would just leave my fucking laundry in the hamper until I rewashed it again.
Yeah, my fiance is way too good for me. Like I don't know how I got her. She's the best. She does the majority. I help. But it's probably like a 70-30 split for the cleaning and just overall stuff that adults should do. I'm just a lazy fucker sometimes.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. My default mode is to chill.
Same.
You know, I had whether that has to do with my upbringing and having kind of a stressful upbringing.
Oh, that's way too far. PI.
They're finally going to get that one. That's uncatchable though, right? Like that's what I don't get.
It might be defensive holding.
To me, okay. To me, I see them pull flags sometimes if it's uncatchable, and then I see them just kind of leave it. Yeah, I really don't get that.
Maybe the ball was in the air and then he held on to him, so it would have been defensive holding if the ball wasn't in the air. Yeah, you see how he pulls his back?
Yeah,
so it would have been catchable. Maybe.
Well, then he kind of bumped him again. Yeah, that's fair.
Rich Sherman was the king of getting away with those hand pulling jerseys to slow him down. Yeah, you
just can't keep it there, Exactly.
Like if you gotta be closer, like in your body, like.
Well, and he was a bigger guy, so he probably shielded himself a lot better and dwarfed those wide receivers. Was that a catch?
No, it was a run.
That was a run. Okay.
Yeah, for us tonight, we're going to be watching the rest of I think there's 7 episodes of that show, The Watcher. Have you heard of it? It's on.
Yeah, I've never.
It's pretty good.
You were telling us, I think, a little bit about that on Sunday. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. True story about 2015. People buy a house with a stalker. It's not bad.
Okay.
It was Chris Evans.
Yeah, why is Chris Evans in there?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's who's calling the plays in Cincy that we love?
Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor, baby.
Yeah, ridiculous. Well, and then he was trying. This is a typical Zach Taylor. I was starting to fall in love with him again. I was like, "Hey, man, what you guys are doing the last couple weeks? Looking good."
Yeah.
Now look at the night. 82 total yards.
That was P. Ryan.
Okay. Well, we don't need that.
Yeah. Well, we lost the underslip already because of Wilcox, but he's at 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me about that bitch Wilcox.
Yeah. Bitch. Come on, go.
Oh, Joe Burrow. Oh,
pick it up, Mixon.
Mixon's got it, though. But is that negative yardage for Mixon?
No.
Should I trade Jonathan Taylor for ETN?
Man.
Are we worried about Jonathan Taylor?
I think we've been worried, right?
Yeah. Are we okay with trading JT for ETN?
That sounds so gross to think about.
Can you try and get plus? That's what I'd be saying.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind it laterally if you're feeling like you need to take the upside. I mean, ETN looks good. JT has not. The offense doesn't look great.
Shout out to Sione Takitaki. My cousin went to high school with him. He just got the sack right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He's like your actual cousin? Or your cousin went to high school?
My cousin went to high school with Sione Takitaki.
I was like, your cousin is an NFL player and we don't have tickets, man? What the hell, dude?
I had a cousin who was a pitcher for the Reds.
Okay. That's awesome. Last name Tubbs, too?
No, Fisher.
You're like, no, Tubbs won.
Ooh, look at that hurdle.
That was great. That was a great hurdle. We getting Chubb.
I'm Tubbs 1.
Yeah, I'm Tubbs 1. Would you do? You're the ETN guy. Would you do this?
Man, it kind of feels like you're chasing for points and you're giving up on your number 1 pick. I would try to getting a wide receiver 2 in the deal, and I would be doing it probably. I don't know if I'd do it straight up. I would want a little extra juice to it.
Wan'Dale Robinson maybe with it. something like that.
Maybe especially he had an off week, but he's still their number one option, I think. What about you?
Christian Kirk.
I would definitely do it for Etienne and Kirk.
Yeah, I'm with that. I think that's the right kind of strategy. Try and get plus. JT, you should still be trying to sell name value on. He's been hurt a while, so maybe it's just the comeback on the injury, you know?
Yeah.
Browns dominating this game so far. And they're going to get the kickoff at the half, as it just showed me on ESPN. How much more should I try to get? They have Garrett Wilson. Would you do it for Garrett?
I think
so. You do that one? Would. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's 3-5 too, so he can't really wait on JT to get over the injury. So I really don't mind that. Yeah, I think that's good. If they'll do that deal.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, because the other thing is JT not really being involved as a pass catcher either. Plus, the scrambling of Ellinger could mean less in the passing game. ETN
it was so
doing everything.
Deprecating when Jackson was in the game and he got 10 targets, and then
I know, dude.
And then JT's in the game and he gets like 2 targets. Like what?
Right, so we got the 2-minute warning here at before the half. Finally getting some of this,
spooky
stuff. Jeez, ESPN took you long enough.
They're watching the stream. They're listening.
You got roughly 2 minutes of playtime to sign up over on patreon.com/the Fantasy Whispers before we give away this signed David Njoku helmet. And it can be yours. The tight end 8 in fantasy, as our guy Donnie pointed out. And when he gets back, he's going to be balling again, especially we're going to have the situation with Deshaun Watson coming back or coming to the offense.
Real signature with proof and everything.
Exactly. Donnie will get that shipped over to you. And with his fancy glasses, he's going to walk on over to UPS with his fancy glasses and ship that thing over to you. Actually, it's carrier pigeon. You send it via carrier pigeon?
Actually, owl.
I got
one from Harry Potter. He lended me one.
Yeah. Have you been seeing? I've been getting a lot of the targeted ads on Instagram for like the wands that shoot sparks.
Shoot the fire. That's so cool, dude. I want one so bad.
I'm waiting for like the reports that it's burned like
fire. I'm a little scared of fire too. Like,
really?
Scared. Yeah,
I'm like the hound.
A little bit. Like, I'm okay around it, but I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah, right.
As a kid, I would do stupid shit. Like we would used to hold cherry bombs in our hand. Whoever can hold it in your hand the longest before they explode.
Oh yeah, that's real stupid.
I like threw one once and it like burned my skin on my face because I threw it too late. And yeah, since then, I'm not a big fan of fire.
I mean, you literally are like the hound then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hound got burned on his face, and now he hates it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's great. You're much better looking than the hound, though. By the way.
Oh, stop it! I don't know about that. Close.
didn't want you to think I was calling you like Sandor Clegane.
Did you see the writers came out and said that they thought about the Hound or Bran of Tarth to kill the Night King, but they never even ever once thought for Jon Snow to do it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. I mean, did they decide, or is that Martin?
No, they decided because it wasn't written.
They got to decide because he had. Yeah, but he was supposedly going. He supposedly gave them plot points.
Yeah, but he didn't. He had zero say in what they like. That's why. That's why in House of the Dragon he has say in what they do.
Well, yeah, I mean that book's already finished, but that book is technically. It's like a point of view of a guy telling the history, right? So it's not exactly.
Yeah, but
maybe it's not exactly truthful, but he definitely
working with the writers and stuff to tell.
Well, they probably definitely wanted to make it that way after season 8, but that's interesting. I mean, I knew they didn't want to let Jon do it, but
he was the prince that was promised, man.
I'll tell you what, that was maybe the best part of season 8, though. Because you did think that Jon, that Jon was going to get there, right? You were like, oh shit, like, and he was struggling, and you're like, oh, who's that?
Down right now? Oh no, it's Bengal defender.
Defense. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. Yeah. So I think that would be. I think that was one of the better things that happened.
Yeah.
In that season. Nicholas Avery says, should I trade Damian Harris and Tyler Lockett for Foreman? I need an RB2, and I have him on Raw, Keenan, and Judy as my other wide receivers. Man, I like Tyler Lockett. I'd want to be keeping Tyler Lockett. Could you trade Judy and Harris? That's what I'd like to do.
I'd probably do Judy and Harris 100%. It sounds gross for Foreman, but he's been looking nice.
Yeah.
And they're not playing for, they actually were trying to win the game, and they beat Tampa Bay 2 weeks ago. They're not trying to get that number 1 pick like a lot of people thought they would be.
We've got some. Yeah, there's some life in this Carolina offense with PJ Walker, with DJ Moore. They've got some things cooking. And Foreman has shown us this before. He's done this for the Titans. He's come in and filled in fine. I wouldn't want to give up Lockett though.
Same. He's been more consistent this year. Don't quote me on this. Any year I remember for fantasy football.
Let me ask you this: would you rather have Lockett or Keenan Allen the rest of the season? Oh, big sack. Oh, pick.
Interception. There's a pick.
Wow. We got it.
Under that.
Yes.
We lost the under already.
Oh, we lost it.
Yeah.
Damn, well, we need the negative screen. We might win it.
That's true. That was a great play. Rest of the season, Allen or Lockett, man. I'm not trusting that injury. I think I'd roll with Lockett.
See, that's my thing. So, even if you can't do Judy, I would try to do Judy, but then maybe even Keenan. And if you could do Keenan Allen and Damian Harris and get something back with Foreman, wide receiver 3-ish, then maybe you could do that because Keenan Allen's name value is a little bit higher.
Or a better running back. I mean, I like Foreman, but there are better options for Keenan Allen. You can
maybe there's a better run. Yeah, maybe there's exactly. So that's kind of where we're line of thinking there. Okay, so the Bengals take over here. 1:49 left. They're about at
the Higgins, baby.
Line. We got that
reception. There we go. That's number 4.
So that's
We're in the green. Let's get a deep bomb to Higgins to the 1-yard line. They don't score a touchdown, and they get a field goal. That helps us with yards for Higgins and the field goal for McPherson.
Yeah, man.
That's what we're hoping for.
2 field goals. They need to get a field goal here. Ooh, Hayden Hurst.
Shout out to the foundation.
That's right. One of our sponsors for the mock draft marathon this summer, Hayden Hurst Foundation, providing solutions for mental health. Big time stuff there. God knows we need all those solutions we can get.
Oh, yeah.
Higgins with another catch here.
4 or 5 yards.
Some yards. That's good stuff. I mean, he's not even close to halfway there, but hopefully we'll get some action in the second half.
Yep. He's at 8.
He needs a 0 on the end of that.
Yep. But we also do need the receptions for the revival.
Okay.
It's him versus Cooper. Cooper has 2. He has 2, but Cooper has the 0.5 extra. So.
Oh, man. We still need some yardage from Cooper, too.
Nope.
Oh, man. Joe Burrow. Joe Satou. That was a terrible joke.
I liked it, man. This is the best one you've ever said.
Hey, wow. I don't know what that says about my jokes, dude. It's not good. Oh, man. Whisper Nation, thanks for rocking with us as we have been here on this Monday night watch party. We will be back again with you tomorrow for the waiver show, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 Eastern. Donnie and I working through the waivers. We'll talk some ads, some drops, all the things you need to know. Get you ready for week 9, man.
Oh, shout out Isaiah Thomas, Oklahoma Sooner.
Okay.
Oh.
You got so excited for that. I thought something crazy.
He's like a six-time rookie, I think, man. You didn't expect you expect to see Jadeveon Clowney get the sack. Or Garrett. Is Garrett playing?
Yeah, he came in as Vecna, remember?
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I just did not see him.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess that doesn't mean he was playing. He could have came dressed up. We were traveling, says Scott, just walked in. Has this game been any good? Absolutely not.
No, it's been horrible.
No. We finally got a touchdown just a little bit ago, and now we got a pick. So maybe we'll get some action before the half here. But
Samaje P. Ryan couldn't even get out of bounds.
Man, that trade I made, I traded away T. Higgins and Joe Mixon, got Kamara and Walker back, It is looking real good after one half
nice.
of football. Here.
Shout out to that person you made the trade with.
Yeah. Joe Burrow's got – imagine if you needed Joe Burrow tonight too.
Yeah.
Let me see where I'm at actually in the listener league. It is PPR, so maybe
what did you need in that one?
I need Higgins to outscore Burrow by 16. I don't think that's going to happen, but I bet you I'm a lot closer than I was going in. I can't even get to the right.
You're at a 1% chance to win right now.
1%?
1%.
I was at 5%. Okay. So it's not good.
It's looking a little worse.
Oh, McPherson running out there for a field goal.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. What do we got here?
It's like a 45-yarder, 46-yarder, 47-yarder.
44 seconds left on the clock, so the Browns are going to get the ball back,
47
too.
Come on, McPherson. We need this for the slip, baby.
Kick Fearson up. And no good. Come on, man.
Bitch. Be better at your job.
Dude. That's not good. That's not good as far as like odds to get that now.
No.
Because like we're in a game that's like, oh man, maybe. The Browns get the ball though at the half, so see what happens there. Just about ready to give away that David Njoku.
Oh, yeah, it's time.
Signed helmet. Get that
only 9 people, too. Your chances to get this helmet? Ooh.
Oh, man. You guys are missing out. Missing out on next month's, too, if you don't get in there.
Sir. Another signed helmet.
Patreon.com/The Fantasy Whispers. Get yourself signed up and get in there. All right, so the Browns take over here. And they got about 40 seconds left. One timeout. Dump off here to Kareem Hunt for our dead underslip. So that does not matter.
Man, a lot of teams that are pushing the playoffs that like are kind of lacking in the running game. Why not give a 4th-round pick for Hunt?
So the Rams are the one that baffles me.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about Philly reaching out about Kamara?
I mean, imagine Kamara on that offense. Holy shit.
I know, but Miles Sanders isn't like screwing you up here.
Yeah, but he's good and great in fantasy so far, but he's not Kamara's talent on the field.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Imagine RPOs with fucking
God, dude.
Hurts and Kamara and like God. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. Saints only interested. Saints got a big win too, so they're probably not going to trade him. You know, especially with Brady and the Bucs really struggling in that division. Like, are the Falcons?
That division is so bad.
The Falcons are number 1 right now. They won, right?
4-4, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Brissett just struggling.
Hurting. Oh, he's hurting. Broken collarbone or something, man. Shit.
Ready to throw that pick. Oh, he already threw it.
Yeah.
I don't think Kamara's going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, based on the Saints winning and them still thinking they're in it. So, yeah, Bills reached out on Kamara as well.
Ooh, the Bills with them. Brissett planking on the field during that hit.
Yeah. Not looking good. All of a sudden, my internet's not looking good either.
Man. Hopefully I get my own place in December and we can have better hookup and internet speed too.
Yeah, get the lab all set up too.
That'll be man. Fun. I have so much like shit in storage.
Stuff to add to it.
Yeah, like
Yeah, Falcons with that phantom roughing the passer call. Says Pizza Belly says Falcons got robbed. Bucks against the Bucks too, so they should be 5-3. Yeah, I mean
100%.
the Bucks just looking bad right now. Bucks and Packers, man, not who we thought they would be.
Do you think Brady turns this around?
I mean, in that division, I could think it's possible, but I don't know. They need to fix the offensive line, and I haven't seen any indication that it'll be fixed. But sometimes it takes a while for those. You know, sometimes it takes a unit a while to gel.
I mean, that was their biggest strength when they won the Super Bowl.
Right, but they've had injury, retirement, all sorts of stuff happen to that line.
They lost a couple in free agency.
Yeah.
One of them's on the Bengals, actually. Alex
Cade
Campbell,
York coming out here. We need a miss
in
this one.
Missed it.
Slip.
Look at that mustache. He wants to have like my awesome
mustache. Man, yeah, he's kind of rivaling you there. 55-yarder.
If he makes this, man, I quit.
Rage quit the stream.
Yeah. Push the back button on my new mouse.
Oh yeah, he drilled that thing.
Come on.
Of course he did.
Bitch. You bitch.
We're on our way 11-0 in the most epic score of the first half. But we're not quite done yet, Whisper Nation. We're going to give away this signed David and Joku signed helmet for our patrons. And if you're asking yourself, how do I win this? How does this happen? You sign up over on patreon.com/thefantasywhispers. And of course, you will get into this into this drawing every single month. But before we do, Donnie, Ricky Rice on his way out just hit us with a super chat. So you know what that means. We've got to hit our guy with none other than the good old Whisper. Woo! 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 He does it so many times in this one, so you got to get in it. So Ricky says, all love. What candy would you choose to eat for the rest of your life? What is the top trade spot for Kareem Hunt? Buffalo, I think, maybe would be a top.
Buffalo would be nice.
I almost think Kansas City also, because he's been there before. He's ran that system before, would also be good. So between those two.
Eagles would be interesting. Rams would be fun.
Donnie, the one candy you said Reese's earlier. Man, would that be the one?
No, I think over Reese's, shaped Reese's, I like sour and chewy candy. So you know that it comes in that clear box container and it's like the strips and they have the sugar-coated strips. Oh my god, I'd fuck with those the rest of my life for sure.
There's a place between, I think it's Vegas and Barstow, that's just this giant candy emporium place. It has a bunch of those. So good.
What about you?
So good. I would probably lean some chocolate, peanut butter. Like Reese's is good too. I'm also a sucker for Kit Kat. So between the two, though, I'm going to go Reese's. I know it's probably a basic answer, but that's what I'm going to go with. Pizza Belling saying Reese's for him. Reese's fast break for him. Okay. Enough of that. Let's give away this sign. David and Joku
signed the emails last second. You want to just double check real fast?
Yeah, I have it
last one
here.
Please.
I refresh just to make sure. My internet is going so slow. Apologize for that, guys. And no, we are good to go with who we got.
1 in 9.
So Donnie, give me a countdown here, brother, and then I'll hit it.
20, 19. Oh, sorry. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Spin the wheel, baby. Let's do it.
Spin it, baby. Who's the lucky one?
Brett Johnson? Is it you?
Brett?
Yes.
Johnson, baby.
Congratulations to my man, Brett Johnson. You have won the signed David and Joku mini helmet. You have won it here, the tight end 8 on the season. Yes, Scott, you were in there on the wheel. I'll show you right now. But you did not win it, my man. You're right here in blue. But Brett Johnson is the winner. Congratulations to Brett, BJ. You got the win there. Donnie, any final words for Whisper Nation as we head on in here? We got the waivers tomorrow. Anything to talk about here?
Don't eat too much candy tonight. You know, it's the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
You might be feeling it in the morning, and you have to go to work. And yeah, that's what I got to say. Be careful with your candy intake tonight.
I'm gonna say fuck that. Eat all the candy you want. It's Halloween. Donnie coming in here like your mom, dude, saying, "Hey, don't eat the candy." No, eat the candy.
You know, I've been sugar free for 2 months, so I'm just jealous.
You're just trying to say it out loud to yourself so that you don't break it. I understand. I understand where you're at here. Well, we had a blast with you tonight, Whisper Nation, even in a crappy game. Everybody that was in the chat tonight, Gus, Pizza Belly, our guy Scott, all of you that were in here, Lady V, you know, I'm forgetting people. Obviously, Bean Productions, a bunch of people asking trade questions. But the conversation doesn't stop here. Go to the Discord channel. We're chatting in there. Go to Twitter. We're answering DMs over there. And, of course, get signed up on Patreon.com or sign up on YouTube. We got the giveaways rocking and rolling. For my guy Donnie Tubbs, Austin Sear, and Johnny Hicks, I'm Big Travie. We're the Fantasy Whisperers, and we're out of here. Peace.
Right here.
Look at you go. You made it to the end of another one of our videos. Hey, if you still have some questions, I totally understand. Or you just want to join an awesome fantasy football community,